So historically, Welland was known for its manufacturing. A lot of it was lost in the early 90s. We had about 4 or 5 major industries close and move either to Mexico or overseas. And now we're having that renaissance where it's coming back. I was just visiting Ineo, which was the former GE plant, and where they manufacture very, very large turbine-driven engines. And it's amazing how the technology has taken over. So these are very sophisticated jobs so when we call it blue collar, that kind of just relates to industry, but it's a very, very clean and technologically advanced manufacturing that we're seeing here, as well as the usual manufacturing that we have had in the past. But we have Valbruna, Atlas Steels is now called Valbruna, purchased by an Italian company, and they're investing millions and millions of dollars in new technology and better furnaces. And so if we go back to the heyday, Welland was known for manufacturing like that at Atlas Steels, and they're still manufacturing steel, and I believe they're the only Canadian manufacturer of stainless steel. So it continues on. But when we're talking about the multicultural aspect of the city, it's an enriching thing. So it really does enrich the entire community by having that diversity and the retention of cultures, so that everybody can experience those different cultures. And it's a very attractive thing for people when they come here. Amazed to see we still have different halls. We have the Hungarian hall, we have the Croatian hall, we have the Italian hall. So the communities tend to retain a lot of that. It's more difficult as time goes on, because as people get older, and also marry into different cultures, you lose some of that. But there's a strong desire to keep it, so this is why it's very important for us. The Francophone community here is a significant benefit to our community, because as we attracted French people to come here and work in the mills, they've retained their culture and also their language, and we're very strong in promoting the French language in the sense that it helps our economy, and it helps with our diversity. We're also seeing other people coming in, immigrating to Canada, particularly from the Caribbean and Africa. Again, these are French-speaking people, and so this is a great destination for them. And we need the people to come here so that they can work here and participate in our community. So it's a very important part of our heritage and an important part of our future. That's a difficult question. I think there are so many things to love about the city of Welland, but I think the thing that's kept me here in Welland is the people. The people of Welland are resilient. We've been through some tough times. When I was first elected in 1991, I believe it was, that's just when the industries were starting to kind of disappear. And so it was a very, very difficult time, but the people of Welland never gave up. And that's why I think my favorite thing is just because the people, they stick together, they help each other out. It's a giving community. And I think that's my favorite thing about Welland is the people. It has this, even though we're growing, and we're growing very rapidly, maybe very, very rapidly, but we still retain our small town feel when we're talking to people. You go to the grocery store, people open doors for people. People are very generous. People help out. So I think that's probably my favorite thing about Welland. If we're talking about other things, I guess the other thing I could mention is that I love the fact that Welland has a recreational waterway running right down the middle of it, which gives us so many opportunities. And I can tell you, when people are moving here, or coming here, or visiting here, they're just absolutely amazed. Like, how do you have this waterfront running right down the middle of your city? You got waterfront property right from one end to the other. So it's an amazing city. We have lots of young families coming. So I see in the future of Welland a very thriving economy based on a diverse economy. So we have things like the expansion of Niagara College, and a hospital, and those types of institutional jobs are very important, but then also manufacturing jobs, which as the community grows, and I see the community growing rapidly, also creates opportunity for commercial development. So I see a thriving community, a growing community, and hopefully a happy community.
All right, great, thank you. That's all.
Perfect.
That's it?
Thank you.
Okay, well, that was easy.